I don't really prefer being in front of the camera, but you learn to accept it.
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah. So how far of a drive was it to get here?
Like 400 miles. So it was about 6 hours.
That's a little bit. A little bit of a jaunt. A little thirsty for the gas tank, but it is what it is. You probably drove a Prius. You're one of those people, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
Nope. Okay, you're one of the guys that did a Cummins swap in a Prius so you can roll coal.
No, actually, I got this is a Chevy gas. I got about almost 24 miles per gallon.
Okay.
Coming.
Nice.
It depends on the speed you go, you know.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's not
You go
too
a little
bad.
faster, drinks a little more.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Just a tad bit. It's worth it, though. But, yeah, anyways. Are you guys going to come back to the Case IH booth at 2 o'clock?
Yep.
Okay, I was going to say to give these things away, so.
We'll try to be there.
Yeah, you better be there. But appreciate it, bud. I'll see you at 2. Does that sound good?
That sounds good. All right.
Appreciate it, guys. Yeah,
Thank you.
You take it easy. I'll see you in another round, okay?
You too.
Thanks.
This is Welker. It's B spine. There's leg arms and Robert. This is their case that they use on their channel. I think they have 2 of them. They brought one here to the show. Here you can see it ain't a new one. A lot of people in this area.
So quickly, this is our farming map of 2021. Hail went through this area. What's cool about this is that there's 2 combines running in the field. They merged it together as one. And that was cool because we could see each other running in the fields. And so that was a really great update that Case IH presented with us for this year in the crop. All right, and so essentially you can see where these areas are a little darker. That's probably where it hailed so much. The drought was really bad this year, where the yield was down to the point where we just turned around and head back up the field. So it was a tough year, but there's many people here that probably had a tough year. And hail came across, a little bit of a kick, but you know, we're on to next year. We've just about finished up this year, and next year is gonna bring great things. That's why we're gonna go and put seed in the ground. We're gonna put the resources in the ground to get that crop to grow, and then we're gonna plan on a harvest and bins full. Because that's the way our minds work as farmers. If it doesn't, we're not in the business very long. Adversity comes, but for me, it's great because I don't burden it myself. I have 2 sons that will carry that load with me as a family farm. And we work together, and where I'm weak, like, because I'm going, oh, this happened like that. They're on the more of the positive side. So that's a blessing that there's a balance in this relationship. And so anyway, that's the map. And so we can go back and we can kind of look and see how we were doing. They don't show the yield colors, but our yield this year was from non-crop land from last year that was seeded was around 22 average, maybe up as high as 28 on a field or 2, which was really respectful for the drought we had. We had less than ½ inch of water during June, which is our main growing season when the crop says, I need a drink now. And it didn't happen. So it's respectable. Where we recropped, it was down to the 8 to 14 for spring wheat. Actually the peas, yellow peas did better, but it got hailed on a lot of it. So we really couldn't get a good average on that. So then the hailed areas went down to a kind of a goose egg. And so that's just, our experiences. We'll talk about 21 as a certain kind of a year that, we pulled through it, and look what happened in 22. And so that's what we carry as farmers. I'm going to turn this over to Scott. Oh, you got your own.
Okay, there we go. The mic's working this time. So I want to talk a little bit about family. Without family, nothing can happen. And as this family works with Nick, my dad, myself, we all have qualities that complement each other in areas that probably don't, but we don't talk about this right now. Basically what it is where there's an area that he might lack in, I might succeed in, and the same thing with Nick. So how this works is we are not one boss. We work as one, basically. There's not a boss, let's put it that way. And it is so crucial that we look at the legacy that's gonna be passed down. Because here's the thing, my grandpa passed it to him. He's carrying the torch. He's passing that torch to me and my brother. And we're looking at this as a third generation and fourth generation, we want to see it go to the fifth generation, which we have little boys coming up, and hopefully one of them or some of them would love to farm and be a part of that. So what we're looking at is the legacy. Yeah, we might be working for a goal to try to expand the farm, make it bigger and so forth, but we want to see that passed on. And I think one of the things that holds most people back is fear of failure. The thing is, if we act on that fear, oh, I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. I can't make this happen. I'm not qualified to do this. I can't fix that. I can't run that. If you start doing that, you start believing that lie, yeah, you can't. You won't. There's no way. But the thing is, you need to say, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyways. I might screw up. I might not be very good at it, but we're still gonna push forward. We're still gonna do something that I know I don't wanna do, but the thing is, in the toughest moments in your life are usually the most memorable, most beneficial moments in your life where you've learned so much. You look back and say, wow, those moments sucked. But you know what? Look at how I came out of it. I gave it my all. Everything that I had, I gave it all, and I regret nothing. So as a family, we want to see that legacy pass on. And it's a lot to think about. But it has been an honor and a joy to work along my dad and my brother and to see how we work together as a family. So I cannot say this enough. Family means everything. And with the partnership with Case IH, they feel like family. We joke, we make fun of each other, we razz each other, but it's just a mutual and it's awesome. And I can speak for Nick and my dad that it has been such a joy. We thank Case IH for bringing us out here because we're here for you guys. We want to say thank you for giving us this opportunity to show our lives what we do. So you're probably wondering, why is Nick not here? A lot of you guys probably know. He just had a kid. So I think that's a pretty good reason to not be here, is probably to be there with his son. But Case IH was very, very gracious, and they got his daredevil or stunt double. And let's bring Nick up here. So this is Nick.
Hi, everybody.
Nick, what do you think about all this?
Man, this is great. It's good to be back here. You know, last time we were here, we had a lot of fun.
Is that?
Can you hear me? Can they hear me?
Yeah, put it up over there.
All right. No, it's good to be back, Scott.
Okay, that's good. Now, I have a question for you. How come you don't clean the shop? I tell you, you gotta clean the shop.
Man, Dad gave you that job when we were a kid, so shut up, all right? Like, I don't have to do it. I don't have to do it. I'm Dad's favorite. I am Dad's favorite. Get that in your head, Scott. That's why I don't clean your shop.
Oh, my bad. There you go. Hey, Nick, what do you think of your kid?
I think I look good there. I was skinnier just 2 days ago. Yeah.
Isn't that precious? You should be a very proud father, huh?
I'm totally proud. I'm proud that I can be there and here at the same time. I think that's awesome.
You look a little skinnier too. It must have went really well for you.
I binged eating on the way here. That's what happened.
Skittles?
Skittles. Love Skittles.
Did you taste the rainbow? That's what I want to know.
Always taste the rainbow. You know that, big little brother.
So, anyways, we have a Q&A. Ask questions, and you can ask any three of us, and we would love to answer and show you guys or explain to what we do.
And just remember, I'm Nick, so I'm the smartest one.
He's a nerd. That's all I have to say. The big buff nerd, right?
Yeah.
All right, anybody have a question? Yes, sir.
How bad was your arm hurt? How long did it take to heal?
My arm was definitely bad enough where it's broken too. Let's just say there's 2 bones in there. When they went in to do the surgery, it looked like this. There's 2 metal plates, 12 screws. That was 11 months ago, and I got it back. I'm here, except where I'm trying to get strong.
Yeah.
It's a long process.
So what does Nick think of that?
Yeah.
I think the metal plates match the one in his head now. That's good. I'm happy with
He's not wrong there.
Hey, all right, it takes metal to think, right? All right, so good enough.
that. You and your jokes, Dad.
All right, anybody else has a question? Yes, sir. What's that? Is Big Bud okay?
Big Bud.
Oh.
What do you think took the brunt? I protected Big Bud from getting hurt. You know, I was considerate. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. What does Nick think?
We have a big bud. That's that thing Scott's always in the shop on, right? A little closer.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's the metal kind of Big Bud.
I know what it is, Dad. I'm just being smart.
Well, you are.
Any other questions?
All right. Anybody else?
Oh, here we go. There's a question back there.
How do you like this Titan sprayer?
Oh, that is a good question. What do you think, Nick? What do you think of the Titan sprayer?
I've always liked Trident.
Or the Trident, sorry.
I've trued Trident since I was about 7 years old. I like the wintergreen. I like the wintergreen. Sometimes I stick it under my desk, and then I come back later and I put it in my mouth and I chew it some more. That's what I like about the Trident.
I mean, we're really spraying for you, Nick, to come around. So,
Weigh the weeds. Look, weigh the hedges.
what's that?
Weigh the weeds. Weigh the weeds. Look, they have to.
Oh, we have Weed Gonzilla going on out there. It is absolutely unbelievable what has happened after the rain or the hail got the weeds germinated, the warm weather we had after that, and then the 2.7 inches of rain we received at one time in August, which is unbelievable for us. It is it's a mess.
It's a wreck.
Yep. What do you think about it?
I lost you after weed. That's. I'm sorry.
Nick, sit down.
Listen, I just had a baby and I'm excited and I can't even think straight right now, all right? Just be happy I'm here. We only got a couple more questions and then we gotta go.
All right.
Okay, somebody else with a question. Anybody? Okay, what do we got?
So how much hail went over your guys' farm?
So how much hail did we go? So we probably had 3/4 of our farm get hit. Out of the 3/4, would you say a third was basically junk?
Well, I
a third
think
was questionable.
There's
and
about
then
800 to
yeah.
1,000 acres that we did not harvest. And then there was from there it goes down to, 70, 50, 40, 30%, 10%. And so, yeah, there were about 6,000 acres that got hit in some way. And then from that it goes, so yeah, it was a big one. But Nick, what'd you think of it when you were harvesting it?
Well, the question was how much came down? All of it. All of it.
Simple but true.
True.
Yeah.
Let's get one more question.
I'm sure glad he's the brain. Okay, go ahead.
No,
Yes.
hey.
Did you guys recoup your seed for seeding next year's crop?
Okay, the question is, did we get enough off the ground that we can put it back in the ground to cover all the land that we want to seed next year? We actually prepared for the spring wheat. We didn't sell a bin from the spring, even though it looked good. It started out well, and the price is up, and the temptation to sell that, but it's pretty good seed quality, and we're going, I'm going to hang on to that. Just in case, so we do have that to fall back on. We did have some winter wheat seed that was in the bin because we haven't been able to plant winter wheat for the last 2 years. So that is available. And so with that, we're going to be able to do the fall, get into the spring. We were able to save back the peas, yellow peas, enough. We didn't have enough to fill a contract, but they, act of God, claused that out. And they were gracious, said, hey, we want you to plant peas next year, so you take what you need for seed. So things worked out that way. We're ready to get back in the ground and get some more seed in there. And Nick, what do you think of that?
Yes. Yes. Hey, let's give it up for the Welkers. As you can see, I am not Nick. My name is Tim the Dairy. It's a surprise. From Montana, a little slower. You know what I'm saying? My name's Tim the Dairy Farmer, and I just happen to be here, and I filled in as Nick. If you didn't understand that, sorry. All right?
They must be from Montana.
Okay. So, there's a lot of you here. There's only 2 of them, but we're going to do a meet and greet. They've got hats to sign, but they've got to leave kind of in a little while, so that's where we're starting right now. So what we're going to do, and I want to thank these guys for coming up. Listen, I've got to know them the last couple years, and they are as genuine in person as they are what you see on the YouTube channel. So they're great guys. Thank you for supporting them, because they deserve it. So, and give you all yourselves a round of applause for even liking people like this. So thank you.
So anyways, as far as we're going to do the meet and greet,
We're going to do the meet and greet, and we're going to start the line right over here behind this fellow with the yellow shirt on. Yes, you.
and then the other thing too is we'll have to take off at
They've
3
got
o'clock.
to leave at 3.
Go do something real quick, and then when we come back, we will be back here till the end of this farm show, okay?
Yes.
So before, if you don't get time to visit with us, we will be here. So before you leave, stop in, visit with us, and then have a
And
fantastic
we'll sign the
day.
hats then
You want to go
too.
straight out? You
So
wanna
you'll
go
get
back?
hats, but it's just
If
going
you
to be
can.
delayed by half an hour.
All they're doing is signing. You can see there's a few people in line.
He's a troublemaker. Thank you. Take it easy. Where do you want this one? Oh, hang on a second. We need to have matching.
So here again is the Beastbine, the Welker Farms. Doesn't have so many people buy it now. Free souvenirs. Think there's any in here? Oh, there is. Oh, what I like. This one is sharp. What about this one? Was this Nick or Leg Arms that did this?